Well, you learn from his experience. I mean, there's certain things that you can ask him that you don't learn when you go to acting school.
Making your success be based upon the idea that there can only be one of you. And so it put me back in the mind of being a kid, just to experience those two little boys' anticipation of this movie. And when I found out that
I'm David, welcome to Wise Vibes. Chadwick Boseman was an American actor most popularly known for his role in the movie Black Panther. He has shared so much wisdom in the world, and unfortunately he passed in August of 2020. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 success rules by Chadwick Boseman, starting off with number 1, prove them wrong.
What is the message? What is the message to the world with Black Panther?
I think the message is that it works to have, you know, a black cast. That it works. It works that our stories can resonate not just in this country but throughout the world. We've been on a tour showing the movie. We went to South Korea just before the Olympics came, and their excitement, we were like the Beatles when we showed up. Like, I'm not playing. It was amazing. Yeah, and in London, so it's that idea that a black movie can't travel. That's been said very often. When studios talk about funding movies, they will make that statement that, you know, we don't sell overseas. It's the exact opposite. It seems to be.
Yes.
You know?
They'll make
That's
more of them.
exciting. Yes.
They'll make more of them now.
They
will.
See what
They should.
Number 2, find your path.
Essentially to perform something I had written. It's like my junior year in high school. You know, a close friend of my time at that time helped me to sort of write this thing. It was fun. It was like, you know, I don't think we really knew what we were doing. I didn't know what it felt like, you know, to be a director or to be an actor. But we had fun telling the story, and the audience loved it. I felt like we had good music. You know, music probably helped to push the story along in a way that I probably wouldn't do now. But it was just a fun thing to do with your friends. And I think that was the experience that set me on this path.
And if you're liking the video so far, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Next is Study the Greats.
I do have to ask you about Harrison Ford. I mean, seriously, dude, you're working against Harrison Ford. What is that like?
I mean, it's like getting up for the big game. That's what it is. You circle those scenes on the schedule and say, you know, this is the big game. This is Lakers Celtics. You know, this is Bulls Detroit. This is the Red Sox and Yankees. You know, that's what it is. So I just looked at it as you know, this is why you play the game.
What do you learn from a man like him? He's been around for a while.
Well, you learn from his experience. I mean, there's certain things that you can ask him that you don't learn when you go to acting school. You know, you don't learn those things in a classroom. You don't. And you're not gonna learn on other sets because he's played the lead before. That's what he's a leading man. And in this case, I'm playing the lead. It would be a foolish thing to not ask him, you know, certain things about how to do that. So I asked him small things at moments, and then at other moments I just watched him on set. I watched how his rapport with the crew. I watched you know, the way that he understood how things moved around him. Little tricks of the trade, and you just pick them up.
Number 4, don't compromise your beliefs.
What's up, man? I want to ask you a question that was asked to Denzel once. I really wanted to get your response on. Was there ever a role you didn't take because it went against your beliefs?
How much time do you have?
Are you asking a specific role? You want to know what the role was? Because this happens literally every day. Every day, like.
It was one specifically he mentioned, and it was like, oh wow, somebody asked you to do that. So whichever one you feel like.
It's so like I don't even want to go into these stories, but.
You don't have to.
But I'll try to do it. Like, let me see.
Okay.
Literally every. This guy. Let me guy. Yeah. Literally every day, every other day, there's something you get, and you're like, man, I can't do that. Like, the one that sticks out in my mind, and I cannot remember the name of this movie because it just didn't grab me as far as me doing it. But I was gonna play this was after 42. I was gonna supposed to play the second lead, so the sidekick, right? And the character could not read, he could not drive, and he couldn't swim. And I talked to.
Number 5, don't give up on your dreams.
At Howard. So even though I was, thinking of theater, thinking of film, I was thinking about, being behind the camera or being, in the audience, blocking scenes as opposed to being on stage.
And then you just went to New York from school, or you seem to have a very New York-centric early career.
Yeah. Straight. Even before I finished school, like I would.
And number 6, root for others to win.
We're in a time right now where I love it and relish the fact that when I shot Black Panther, I'm shooting it with Michael B. Jordan. And we can coexist. But there's this thing of if you're making movies and you're doing well, people start to say, oh, he's the next Denzel, or he's that.
Right.
Making your success be based upon the idea that there can only be one of you. And we as actors, we talk about this. We talk about how debilitating that is, how negative it is, how, it's also frightening. You know what I'm saying, to a certain degree, because you feel like it divides and conquers. It makes us
pit you against each other.
Puts us against each other, exactly. So I root for Idris Elba. I root for David and Michael, and I root for everybody because I know if they do well, the truth is, it presents an opportunity for me.
Let me know down in the comments below which has been your favorite lesson by Chadwick Boseman so far. Number 7 is care.
There are two little kids, Ian and Taylor, who recently passed from cancer. And throughout our filming, I was communicating with them, knowing that they were both terminal. And what they said to me is, and their parents said, they're trying to hold on till this movie comes. And to a certain degree, you hear them say that and you're like, wow, that's like, I gotta get up and go to the gym. I gotta get up and go to work. I gotta learn these lines. I gotta work on this accent. Seeing how devoted all of my castmates are, and knowing that will be something meaningful to them. But it's, to a certain degree, it's a humbling experience because you're like, this can't mean that much to them, But seeing how the world has taken us on, seeing how the movement, how it's taken on a life of its own, I realized that they anticipated something great. And I think back now to a kid and just, waiting for Christmas to come, waiting for my birthday to come, waiting for a toy that I was going to get a chance to experience, or a video game. I did live life waiting for those moments. And so it put me back in the mind of being a kid, just to experience those two little boys' anticipation of this movie. And when I found out that they
take your time with it.
Yeah, it means a lot.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Next, I'm going to share a bonus with you that I think you're going to love. Before I do, share this video with someone who you think could use some of Chadwick Boseman's wisdom in this moment right now and help out their day a bit and keep the positive vibes up. Talking about positive vibes, let me know down in the comments below, what has been your favorite moment of today? Was it having a tasty breakfast, catching up with a friend? Let me know whatever it is. Let's keep the positive vibes going in the comment section. Next up, here is a clip by Kevin Hart, Grind.
What I had to understand was that you're not in competition with anybody but yourself. So those grudges, you know, those reasons that you may give yourself a motivation ultimately are you know, they're pointless.
Right. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
I'm mad at you. I'm gonna prove you wrong. All right. Well, when I prove you wrong, then what happens?
Yeah.
Like what happens
now
then?
prove me right.
Yeah, it's like there is no winning that. So I had to understand that if I'm going to stay true to what I feel that I can do, then I need to be the one to convince myself that this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
But a lot of people, Kev, don't have that bounce back.
That's why you don't have a lot of people that, you know, make it to a certain successful point in life. Because a lot of people can give up. It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell
it's
yeah.
easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
And before you go, I'm going to leave you with a Chadwick Boseman quote. The struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. Sometimes without struggle, we can't enjoy the success and the fruits of our labor. Chadwick Boseman had so many great things to share in this video. If you want more videos like this, click this video over here or this one down over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.